Do you believe betrayal arrives with warning? Well, it slips in quietly through lunch breaks, casual coffees, and hidden smiles never meant for your eyes. Today's story takes you into a husband's ordinary day turned into a devastating discovery. One photo, one lunch, and his world collapsed. Welcome to Breakup, Cheater, where everyday lives unravel, secrets crawl from the shadows, and betrayal wears the mask of someone you trust. Here we don't just tell stories, we open the door to the moments that alter everything. Think it can't happen to you? Think again. The office clock ticked with cruel precision as Daniel closed yet another spreadsheet. Numbers blurred, his head aching from the endless monotony of a Tuesday dragging on. When noon arrived, he welcomed the chance to escape his desk, craving the comfort of a real meal instead of leftover scraps. He grabbed his coat, phone, and keys. Cafe. His wife Hannah adored was just 10 minutes away. She often spoke about it, the perfect lattes, croissants that reminded her of Paris. She worked only a few blocks from there, but they rarely met for lunch. Today, on impulse, he thought, why not surprise her? Small gesture, sweet and unexpected in a marriage that had been running on autopilot for months. 7 years together, steady but distant, like two planets circling the same star but rarely colliding. Maybe lunch could reconnect. He didn't text. He wanted her to smile. With surprise. The cafe buzzed with life, windows fogged from steaming cups and chatter. Daniel pushed open the door, the bell chiming, and searched for her auburn hair. Then he froze. Hannah sat by the window, her hand resting on another man's. The world dimmed. Conversations muted. Thickened around him, heavy and suffocating. The man leaned close, his smile tender, intimate. Hannah's lips curved in a way Daniel hadn't seen in months. Not her polite smile, but one glowing in her eyes. She tucked hair behind her ear, and the stranger brushed her wrist. Too casual to be innocent. Daniel stood hidden near the counter, unseen. He could have left, but anger, confusion, and the hunger for truth rooted him there. Who was he? Well-dressed, watch gleaming, a stranger's face. Hannah laughed softly. The man whispered. The sound cut Daniel's chest like glass. With shaking hands, Daniel snapped a photo. Was it harmless? Just lunch? Well, the way she looked at him, the touch of her fingers, it wasn't friendship. His appetite vanished. He left without ordering. Back at the office, Daniel sat in his car, staring at the photo. His wife's betrayal. Stared back. He didn't confront her that night. Instead, while she showered, he scrolled her messages. Nothing. No suspicious calls. She'd been careful, too careful. The next day at lunch, he checked the cafe. The following day, nothing. But Friday, at 12:15 sharp, there she was. Same man, same table, same secret smile. His knuckles whitened on the steering wheel. This time he went in. Hannah! His voice sliced through the room. She jolted, face pale. The man pulled his hand back quickly. Daniel, what are you doing here? I was going to ask you the same. The silence pressed thick between them, with strangers staring. The man cleared his throat. Maybe I should go. No, Daniel snapped. Not yet. Who are you? Hannah, the man asked gently. His name is Ethan, she whispered. A friend. Daniel's laugh was sharp, empty. A friend. Ooh. All your friends hold hands across tables. Her eyes dropped. Daniel, it's not what it looks like. Betrayal. He cut in, voice low. Dangerous in its calm. He leaned closer. Go home. We'll talk there. The drive was silent. Hannah's stiff fingers twisting nervously. Daniel's grip hurt his hands. Home, he placed the phone on the counter, the photo glaring at her. How long? His voice cracked. Tears filled her eyes. A few months. Something inside him gave way, quiet as a branch bending under snow. Why? Was I not enough? You've been distant, tired, always working, she whispered. Ethan, he listened. He made me feel seen. Daniel's laugh was jagged. So you felt unseen and crawled into another man's arms. I didn't mean for it to happen. Started with coffee, then lunches. Thought I could stop, but you didn't. His words cut flat. I'm sorry, she cried. So sorry. Hurry, empty, hollow. That night, Daniel lay awake, staring at the ceiling. Memories replayed, birthdays, lazy mornings, anniversaries. How many were already poisoned without him knowing? He thought of confronting Ethan, shouting, breaking things. But anger wouldn't rebuild trust. Rage wouldn't turn back time. So he did something unexpected. The next day, he walked into the cafe alone. Ethan sat waiting at the window. Daniel sat across from him. You don't know me, he said quietly. But you know my wife. Ethan swallowed. Daniel, save it. I'm not here to fight. I just want you to know what you've been part of. 7 years of marriage. 7 years building something I thought was real. Ethan's face paled. She told me it was over. Between you two. Daniel's jaw tightened. It wasn't. But it is. Now. He stood and left. A week later, Daniel filed for divorce. Hannah begged, pleaded, promised therapy, change, and ending with Ethan. But trust, once broken, doesn't mend. I can forgive a mistake, he told her, packing his things. But you didn't make one. You made choices again and again. Months passed. Friends called him strong, brave. But in his apartment, strength felt like emptiness, an ocean of what-ifs he had to swim through. Sometimes he wondered if staying would have been easier. But then he remembered her eyes across the cafe table, shining for someone else. The man he was before that lunch break died. That day. What remained was sharper, lonelier, maybe freer. Revenge isn't always loud. Sometimes it's quiet, deliberate, devastating. Daniel didn't fight, didn't beg, didn't destroy. He revealed the truth and walked away. Now tell me, if you caught your partner cheating on a lunch break, would you do the same? Or would your reaction shock them even more? You've heard one story. But behind every door, there are 100 more waiting. Subscribe to Breakup Cheater, where secrets bleed through the cracks and every ending leaves a scar. What would you do if it happened to you?